Dang, is this stupid thing? I'm trying to do it sideways, y'all. So I'm trying to get the viewers what they want. I haven't got the memory card for my Aki. That's why I haven't used it yet. I have to go to the store and get one. But this video is going to be about dispatchers. One of the viewers requested that I do a video on dispatchers for beginners because, obviously, we struggle when we first come out here with getting the right amount of miles if you're a company driver or getting the right amount of paying loads if you're a lease operator. You gotta understand there's two sides of the beast when it comes to trucking. You even got your company driver that's driving for miles, and then you got your lease driver that's driving for the percentage of the load. So when I first came out, my dispatcher, he actually told me that he was going to fill me out. So I'm like, what do you mean fill me out? I mean, my situation won't be everybody's situation. I'm just giving my testimony because it could be, it might not be, but just use it to how you can. And like I said, a lot of people normally will go company first, maybe for the first year. So whatever time they stay a company driver, they'll go company first and then go jump into the lease. But like I said before, I always used to watch YouTube videos and stuff. And out of all the YouTube videos that I used to watch, this guy that's YBE TV, Toon Goodwin, like when I was with my trainer, I was with my trainer for almost 3 months. And I'll be watching his videos, just looking at it like, yeah, he said do this. I mean, I even got my notes. I still got all the notes from the videos that he did. Just trying to figure out, is it worth it to go lease, or how do I finance a truck and stuff like that. So after just watching enough of his, I used to watch LaShawn Parks too, but Toon Goodwin was more, as far as like more my speed as far as learning. So I took more advice from him. So I just decided to jump into the lease. So just watching his videos and the inspiration that he was putting in them, it made me decide to jump straight from my trainer's truck straight into a lease. And I had my ups and downs through the course of this year that's about to pass. And there's been a lot of ups and downs between me and my dispatchers, between learning how to do the job, just between home time, family time. Y'all already know, for most of the people that's keeping up with me, y'all already kind of know a lot of my story. But when I first came out, my dispatcher gave me something going into like I'm from Baltimore, but obviously I leave out from Springfield, Missouri. So that's where my first load was coming from. And he gave me something crappy that I think it was paying $800. And I think that was like going almost 800 miles. So that was almost like a, low end of $1 per mile. So I'm like, but when you're a beginner, you kind of got to take what they're going to give you, because what they're going to do is they're going to test you. They're going to see how you act under pressure. They want to see if you get there on time. They want to see if you don't have accidents. Like, they're testing you through the course of maybe the whole year, because I ain't going to lie to you. Like, my year is coming up December the 5th. It's coming up really soon. And it's like, it seemed like now that it's close to my year coming up, like I've been getting some sweet loads for the last month or two. My load, and I'm sure it's probably because of the quarters too. Because in trucking, you have quarters. And like you got the winter runs, you got the spring runs, and then the summer runs. And each quarter is predicted whether it's going to do well or not do well. But this quarter is really a sweet quarter. That's why a lot of times when truck drivers know that the quarter is sweet, they'll pretty much stay out. They'll stay out to kind of ride with the quarter, because when the quarter go bad, it goes bad. So you just kind of got to take what you can get and work it out and plan it out to where hopefully you saved enough money. So when things do get tight or get bad, you got your rainy day savings account to fall on. So yeah, but he pretty much felt me out up until, I really would like to say he's been filling me out up until September. And up until September, I really feel like now it's like a new relationship as far as understanding, as far as, okay, well, I know how you run and I know how you work as far as the loads that you dish out. So now we kind of on one accord, to where I'm not biting your head off because I feel like I don't trust you, or you're not biting my head off because I'm coming at you. Because dealing with dispatchers, like, that's your livelihood, Like, if they don't like you, they're in control of your money, and what they don't want to give you or decide to want to give you it can go like that. And a lot of times these dispatchers know how to cover their ass to where they can get away with fucking your money up. And it can be really stressful. It can be to the point to where if you got anger problems, you'll go straight to the terminal and be ready to bring this dude neck. Like, what the fuck, man? You messing with my money. Like, I can't pay my bills. I mean, there's a lot of times, you know, I went into the negative and I couldn't pay my bills. Like I said, sometimes, especially when you do a lot of home time, if you do a lot of home time, that's really nobody's fault but yours. You have to make good decisions when it comes to home time, because that, especially as a lease op, that affects you tremendously, because you want to spend a lot of time when you do come out getting out the hole, so you going in the negative. So it's a lot when it comes to home time, that a lot of times in the beginning, as a rookie, you don't understand it. So you up here, you know, barking at your dispatcher when he like, hey man, I didn't tell you go home. I'm sorry. This is a passionate topic, but I didn't tell you to go home. So, you know, that was your choice. But when you're beginning, you don't understand that stuff. You just like, man, this is bullshit. I want money. That's what I'm working for. I'm goddamn working to pay Prime all my money, even though it can seem like that. But just know, as a new person, even as a company driver or even as a lease, they're going to test you out. Not unless they, like, say, because you have some dispatchers where they run company and lease drivers under their fleet. So if you was a company driver for this dispatcher for a year, he know you now. So when you decide to go into lease, he might just give you these good loads because he know that you on time. He know that you don't have accidents. He know that, you know, he can trust you. The trust is there. So honestly, when it comes to dispatchers, the main thing you should focus on is building a relationship with him or her and getting the trust, because obviously y'all two new people in each other's surroundings, where y'all are associates that have to deal with each other probably on a day-to-day basis or almost every other day. So you gotta get to know who your dispatcher is, and then you also need to let him know who you is, even though he's going to get to know who you are anyway, because these dispatchers pretty much know you better than you know them, because they got your whole profile that they can just type some little junk in and your whole profile comes up, your age, where you live at, just everything about you that you done pretty much, you know, information that's on the database and at who you work for. Like, I work for Prime, so they got some stuff where they can type some junk in of anybody, even other dispatch, and their picture will come straight up on the screen. Like, dang, you can just pull people pictures up like that? Man, this is really advanced. But like I said, you know, the normal way is to go out as a company driver and you get to know the dispatcher that can be a dispatcher as a lease, and then jump into lease. But if you got that boss mentality, then shoot, jump into a lease like I did. But like I said, expect that if you getting on a brand new dispatcher's fleet, not to say brand new, but any dispatcher's fleet, and they don't know you, they're not going to just throw you good ass loads. But another thing too, you need to know the game. So the more that you can have a mentor, or YouTube videos is kind of concrete, but not, you got to find a really good YouTube channel that this guy really knows his stuff to listen to him, because everybody's stuff is their opinion and their experience, which might not be yours or whatever. So like I said, you just got to know, because a lot of times too, whether you're new or not new, the way to get around all of the drama and all of the confusion is know what you need to know. So when he try to shoot some bullshit at you, no. Like, all right, let's just say, for instance, because I know, like, we get a guarantee of $1.02 if the load doesn't meet the dollar rate per mile. But a lot of times too, lease drivers don't know that they can reject a load if it doesn't look right. But shoot, I've done it plenty of times. Like, if I get a load and those numbers don't, like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, reject. I mean, you don't want to get in the habit of rejecting, because that can make your truck sit longer than it needs to sit. And obviously, if your wheel's not rolling, you're not making money. So you don't want to keep rejecting. But you want to let your dispatcher know that you're not a dummy, and I'm not just going to keep taking this bullshit you give me, because if they can get you to run what they need you to run, something that's not paying much, but the company might be getting a good cut off of it, and you take it, then that's your dumbness. You took it. So you need to learn how to calculate your rates per mile. So the way you do that is you find out the total miles of the load. And the way you do it with Prime, I don't know about no other company, but I count my empty miles and my loaded miles together. So I come up with the total miles of that, and I calculated, what is it? You calculate the loaded miles times, I forgot, I'm getting a brain fart. You calculate the loaded miles times, I'm really getting a brain fart. I'm gonna have to come back to that. But I do it all the time, but like I said, you just really got to get to know your dispatcher and find out what he will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. And once y'all really talk, and not to say yell at each other, but really talk to each other and find out, what you will accept and won't accept and things like that, and let him know that I'm not going to tolerate disrespect, because some of these dispatchers will get really disrespectful. Like, I've had some times where my dispatcher said some shit to me, and I was like, I know this motherfucker didn't just say what the fool. Like, I ain't really, because I try my best to, like I said, I will side, because once I get upset, it's hard for me to come down. So I try my best to not let myself go there. So I don't even go there if I can control it. And I've been able to control it for this year. But it's a lot of times my dispatchers have said some shit to me, and I was like, oh, you little, ooh. But he cool now, though. Like, my dispatcher, he's real cool. Like, this dude is smooth. He's a smooth talking dude. And I'm pretty sure this dude, like, he married or whatever. But I'm pretty sure if he wasn't married, he probably get all the girls or all the hoes or all whatever. Because this dude can smooth talk a lot of things. Like, sometimes I be hating to answer his call because I already know he's going to convince me to take some shit that I probably don't want to take. But sometimes I still deny it. But this dude, he's really a smooth talking brother. I mean, it gets on my nerves, but hey, it is what it is. But he know his shit, though. Right? He keep a load under your ass, and he can make you money, but I'm guessing he had to trust you to fill you out to see if you worth, throwing these good loads at. But as far as calculating the rate, to find out the rate, for some reason, like, I get these brain farts because I be taking on so much that, like, when I get in front of the camera, I know what I know, but I can't, it doesn't come out right, or it might come out a little wrong. I catch myself doing that sometimes, so this is one of them times where my brain is just, so forgive me about that. The next video, I will be able to talk about the rates, like calculating the rate to know how much the miles is, on each load. For some reason, I just can't remember right now. I don't know what's going on. Time for me to get back out there on the road. I've been sitting too long, but yeah. That's just my take on dispatches. I hope that was of some help. And if you got any questions, shoot me an email, subscribe, like, shoot a comment, and I'll do my best to keep up with it. I'm getting a lot of subscribers and a little bit more viewers, so there's a lot more comments coming through. So if I miss your comment, like, not respond to it, it's not on purpose. I'm just trying to keep up with all the, subscribers that's coming in, because obviously the more people you got commenting or things like that, it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody. But it's not intentionally. So yeah, thank you guys for viewing. Please subscribe and like. And times of the essence. Make better time of it. I'll be getting back with you guys, and I hope everybody has a lovely and blessed day. And hopefully this brain fart will leave me so that I can answer I know how to do it. I can't seem to remember. Like I said, it's crazy. This is crazy. So I'll get back with y'all. So deuces.